Part 69. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 681. He didn't know what magic Fang Fan had done on him, but he was really panicked at the time. I thought I was going to be killed by the Yun clan soon. And the elite of the winged people will also be gone. But the end result was somewhat surprising. Her Royal Highness, the Princess of the Yun clan, actually stood on the side of the Palace Master? Did you choose to evacuate the Yun clan's army? Even at the expense of beheading the Yun clan generals? What does it matter? Yi Lingtian couldn't help but cast a sincere admiration at Fang Fan. So awesome. Not convinced. After capturing Her Highness the Princess, did she conquer it directly? Yi Lingtian's eyes looked at the black man's robe on Yun Yun's Princess Yun Yun for a long time, and the admiration in his eyes became more and more intense. He suddenly thought, the winged people joined the Emperor's palace, and at first he thought it was a disaster, but now it seems that Sai Wen lost his horse and knew it was not a blessing. Some things have to be seen from both sides. I still need to improve my strength. Maid, labor and management actually need a woman to protect them now. Fang Fan pouted, he wants a face. This wave of operations, very unpleasant. It seems that I should hurry up and complete the task of the first pot of gold in the battlefield of 10,000 races. In this way, my command will directly add 5 more real King Realm powerhouses. Fang Fan took a breath and thought to himself. Immediately, he took out a piece of wood, and wrote a few large characters. The strongest card shop. It's even open for business. Anyway, you are also a power lord, and you also open a shop part-time. At some point, Yun Yun, the princess of the Yun clan, was already standing beside Fang Fan. Can you walk with some noise? And you, don't you know how to report it? Fang Fan's mouth twitched, these guys are really unreliable. If this woman wanted to kill him just now, it would be effortless. Fang Fan didn't have time to react. In other words, the gap between the two is too great. One is the 3-star King realm, the other is the 8-star King realm, it's 5 realms away. This is not in the small world of Shushan Pavilion, Fang Fan can still control everything. Do you think they can stop me? Anyway, if you stop it, it's a white stop. Speaking of which, I saw why the 8-star King level general under your command was so strong before. He can almost catch up with the combat power of the general 9-star King level real king. But then why did he gradually slump again? Even our Yun clan's 7-star King realm can't be beaten. Yes. It's the Birdman with wings. Yun Yun pointed to Yi Lingtian, her face full of surprise. From her point of view, it does seem a little surprising. It's very simple, a high-level King's Realm potential explosion card is enough. Upgrading the combat power of a high-level King Realm by 1 level for 10 minutes, 10 minutes later, you will fall into a weak period, and your combat power will be reduced by 90%. Fang Fan shrugged, this is nothing to hide. Potential burst card. Is there such a treasure? Then, I just saw that the soldiers under your command were seriously injured so much, but why can't I see a single seriously injured person now? You won't kill them all, will you? Yun Yun's complexion changed, and her gaze towards Fang Fan changed. On the battlefield of 10,000 races, slaughtering seriously wounded soldiers of one's own family is nothing new. A seriously wounded person also needs 2 normal soldiers to take care of, and the cost of treatment is also very high, so many cruel army leaders simply implement a one-size-fits-all strategy. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 682. Obviously, in Yun Yun's eyes at this moment, Fang Fan is such a cruel army commander. After all, this bastard can beat women mercilessly. Fang Fan was speechless. This woman's way of thinking is really weird. What is an injury? As long as you don't die, a healing card can solve it. If it doesn't work, get another one. Fang Fan said casually. Healing card. What? How could there be such a miraculous effect? Say. Did you kill all those soldiers? I really didn't expect you to be such a person. It's a shame, I thought how much you love soldiers like a son. Yun Yun's chest began to rise and fall violently, and her face was full of anger. Stab. Fang Fan suddenly pulled out a knife and stabbed Yi Lingtian in the chest. It's just a pity that Yi Lingtian's defense is too strong, and Fang Fan's knife can't break the defense at all. A little embarrassing. Palace Master, what are you doing? Yi Lingtian looked innocent. Remove all body defenses to me. I'm going to stab you. Fang Fan's forehead was covered with black lines. Okay. Yi Lingtian was still Fang Fan's war slave in essence, and he couldn't refuse Fang Fan's orders. Stab. A burst of blood. Yi Lingtian had a wound on his abdomen. You, what are you doing? What did he do wrong? You want to treat him like this? Why are you so mad? Are you mentally distorted? Why are you so perverted? That is your general. Yun Yun widened her beautiful eyes and looked at Fang Fan's movements in disbelief. Don't shout. Isn't it to prove the effect to you? I have to get a king-level healing card from me. Fang Fan pouted and used the king-level healing card directly on Yi Lingtian. It suddenly occurred to him just now that since this Yun Yun is the princess of the Yun clan and the commander of the Yun clan army, she is naturally the person in power in the Yun clan. If she could get her fancy with these cards, would it still be a bad market? At that time, the sales of 50 million divine crystals are not impossible to achieve. After using the healing card, Yi Lingtian, the wound on his abdomen slowly scabbed, and then peeled off the scab, and gradually returned to normal. If it wasn't for a hole in the clothes, it would not have been obvious that a knife had been stabbed here. Yun Yun rubbed her eyes, her face full of horror. It's not dazzling either. Are you blindfolding? Yun Yun said firmly. This kind of miraculous thing, it's really not easy to accept for a while. Does your wound still hurt? Fang Fan suddenly asked such a question. Yun Yun bit her lips and glared at Fang Fan fiercely. This bastard is too embarrassed to ask. Come over. Fang Fan suddenly grabbed Yun Yun's hand and pulled it directly. According to Yun Yun's strength, she can completely struggle to escape, and even choose to resist and slap Fang Fan to death. But I don't know why, she can't do it. Fang Fan grabbed Yun Yun's hand, took out a king-level healing card, and slapped it directly on Yun Yun's chest. Most of her injuries were concentrated on her upper body. It feels so cool. What did you do to me? It's so itchy. Yun Yun frowned, feeling like countless ants were climbing all over her body. This feeling lasted for about 3 or 5 seconds and ended, and what followed was a sense of relaxation. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 683. Feel the changes in your body. Fang Fan said with a smile. Yun Yun was stunned for a moment, and then a shocked expression appeared on her face, because she found that all the scars on her body had disappeared. The wounds that had happened to Yi Lingtian had healed, and she could still use illusions and blindfolds to deceive herself, but at this moment, she could only choose to agree with what had really happened to her. At the same time, Yun Yun's eyes focused on Fang Fan. This interracial youth shocked her again and again. He is obviously a weak 3-star king, but his body has been able to produce miracles time and time again. That alien space before. Then there is the magical card in front of her. A magical card can directly heal her injuries. Such means are generally only possessed by the great priests of the temple. You, the card shop, don't sell such cards, right? How many divine crystals are there for this card? 1,000,000 divine crystals for sale. Yun Yun looked at Fang Fan excitedly, and the words of the tiger and wolf almost flashed Fang Fan's waist. I'm so arrogant. Is this the 9th grade power? Millions of divine crystals buy a king-level healing card, how is it calculated? Does million divine crystal have no cards? This kind of king-level healing card sells for 5 top-quality magic crystals, that is, one low-grade god crystal can buy 2,000 pieces, it can heal the wounds of king-level practitioners. There is also an ordinary healing card, which can treat the injuries of practitioners in the realm below the king's realm. The price is only 5 low-grade magic crystals. Converted to divine crystal, one divine crystal can buy countless cards of this kind. Fang Fan shrugged, the calculation is a bit heavy. The gap between the low-grade god crystal and the low-grade magic crystal is not too big. 5 top-quality magic crystals. So cheap. Aren't you going to lose money? Otherwise you can raise the price, I think 50,000 divine crystals are quite reasonable. After all, if you ask the great priest of the temple to make a move, at least 10,000 divine crystals are needed. And your magical healing card can be used anytime, anywhere. Especially on the battlefield, this kind of card is really important. It can even be said that, it can save our life at a critical time. 50,000 divine crystals, countless people will definitely come to snap up. Yunyun Taotu is an authentic analysis. Fang Fan shrugged subconsciously. This woman is so interesting. If someone else saw such a low price, they would have been happy to fly. She was still worried about whether Fang Fan would lose money. Still thinking of asking him to raise the price. This way of thinking, Fang Fan really didn't understand it. Only 5 top-quality magic crystals are needed. Don't worry, I still have to earn. What? How much do you want? After talking for so long, I got to the point. For Fang Fan, the most important thing is to complete that mission. And to complete the task, the first thing to do is to get a turnover of 50 million. The difficulty must still be there, otherwise the rewards will not be so generous. This is the first time Fang Fan has seen the dog system being so generous, and directly offering such a generous reward. Directly upgrade 3 levels. What that means, it's pretty obvious. Once this task is completed, he will be directly able to be promoted from the 3-star king realm to the 6-star king realm. The 5 heroes under his command can also follow the tide. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 684. Once the 5 heroes under his command are promoted to the real king level of the 9-star king level, it means that the palace of the 9th rank power is stable. And Fang Fan was looking forward to this day. Like now, it's so useless. Any 9th rank power can put up a wave in front of him. It's time for the husky. If it's really 5 top quality magic crystals, then the number I want is probably a bit too much. How much do you have here? I'll pack it all. Yun Yun patted her chest with a hearty expression on her face. All inclusive. You can't handle it? You'd better say a number. Fang Fan pouted, healing cards are daily cards, as many as you want. Can't pack it? You sure? If I really say a number and you can't ask for it, won't you be embarrassed then? Yun Yun suddenly said to Fang Fan. Awkward? Why is it embarrassing? Tell me more, how much does it cost? You say a number, brother will do it for you. If you can't handle it, it's up to you. Fang Fan raised his head proudly, sometimes he should have such confidence. Then I want, 1,000,000. The corners of Yun Yun's mouth raised slightly, and she said directly. Only 1,000,000. Fang Fan's expression of contempt. Yun Yun was stunned. What does this guy mean? Does that mean 1 million is too little? Is this less? What the hell do you think? Yun Yun even had a hint of teasing just now. In fact, she didn't feel that Fang Fan was able to come up with so many king-level healing cards. After all, this king-level healing card is too precious. It is a miracle to have dozens of hundreds of copies, millions of copies. Is it possible? It's just that the guy in front of him still has an expression of disapproval on his face. What's going on? Still too little? Is there a limit to coercion? Yun Yun only felt that Fang Fan was deliberately pretending in front of him. No. Millions of king-level healing cards are ready. This amount, to be honest, isn't enough to stuff your teeth. Too little. Fang Fan threw a storage ring directly. Yun Yun took a look inside. There was a mountain of piles, and all of them were such king-level healing cards. There is so much in this guy. 1 million king-level healing cards, with a total price of 5 million top-quality magic crystals. Well, that's 500 low-grade divine crystals. Fang Fan looked a little boring. At this speed, he can only get 50 million divine crystals together after obtaining the Year of the Monkey and the Horse Moon. You actually have so many king-level healing cards. You didn't lie to me. Who the hell are you? What's your purpose in trying to please me? Yun Yun suddenly looked at Fang Fan with a vigilant look on her face, and her body could not help but take 2 steps back, but her hands seemed very honest, holding the storage ring firmly in her hands. It seemed that he was afraid that Fang Fan would snatch it back. Fang Fan was speechless. And deliberately trying to please you. What a face you are. Do you think there is anything in you worthy of my favor? The 9th rank Power Cloud Princess? This status is not enough. If you are the daughter of the leader of the 7th rank Power Shentian Alliance, I can still consider it. Just like you, there's no point in chasing me. Fang Fan's cancer went online. Of course, he thought he was telling the truth. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 685. Yun Yun bit her lip and glared at Fang Fan fiercely. This guy is so shameless. 1 million is too little, isn't it? Then give me 10 million. Yun Yun clenched her silver teeth. She was fighting against Fang Fan today. The total price of 10 million king-level healing cards is 50 million top-grade magic crystals, which is converted into 5,000 low-grade magic crystals. One-handed divine crystal, one-handed delivery. Fang Fan continued to say lazily. Phew. Still too little. It seems that if you want to collect the sales of 50 million divine crystals, you don't know that you have to wait until the Year of the Monkey and the Horse month. We still need to hurry up and expand our business. This speed is too slow. Fang Fan stretched. He was very anxious. Ding. The system is automatically upgraded. Ding. Detected the current price fluctuations, and now start to increase the prices of daily series products. The price of the King Level Healing Card and the King Level Serum Card has been increased from the original 5 top-grade magic crystals to 5 low-grade magic crystals. The price of the King Level Awakening Card has been increased from the original 1000 top-grade magic crystals to 1000 low-grade magic crystals. The price of the King Level Recruitment Card has been increased from the original 10,000 top-grade magic crystals to 10,000 low-grade magic crystals. Ding. The price of the drawn series of cards has also increased by 10,000 times on the original basis. Fang Fan. The heart of the dog system, quite poisonous. According to this price, a comprehensive increase of 10,000 times. The King Level Healing Card that originally cost 5 top-grade magic crystals is now sold for 5 low-grade magic crystals. 5 low-grade crystals are equivalent to 50,000 top-grade magic crystals. Dog system, are you like this? Isn't it good? If you want to say that the price will be increased by 3 or 5 times, I won't say anything. But the increase of 10,000 times, isn't it a bit too exaggerated? Fang Fan pouted, he is not the kind of person who sees money. Ding. You used magic crystals before, but now you are using magic crystals. Compare the exchange ratio between magic crystals and magic crystals. Is it wrong to increase the price? When the dog system's domineering declaration came, Fang Fan sighed secretly, what he said really made sense. Ding. It was on the human plane before, and the price was already low. The price was set too high, and no one was willing to buy it. Ding. This is the battlefield of 10,000 races. There are many forces in the lunar galaxy, all of them are not bad money, no matter how high the price is, they will not worry about sales. The dog system seems to have said a few more words with emotion. The character of a profiteer. If you want to be a profiteer, you want to be a profiteer, what are you doing with so many reasons? Here. This is 5,000 divine crystals, where is my king level healing card? Yun Yun looked at Fang Fan with excitement, such a good opportunity, such a cheap commodity, you must stock up more. The crystals are not enough. Fang Fan said calmly. Not enough? Why? Wasn't that the price just now? Was it wrong? Are you out of stock? If you don't have it, it's fine, you just squeak, why are you holding on? Yun Yun looked at Fang Fan with contempt. It's not that the goods are not enough, it's that the price has risen. Fang Fan shrugged and said helplessly. Price goes up. What's the meaning? How much did it go up? How about I give you another 5,000 divine crystals? You said it earlier. It's not a problem to give you another 50,000 divine crystals. Yun Yun said indifferently with a face. As the princess of the 9th rank power, this divine crystal can still be obtained. In Yun Yun's view, even if the price increases, it's almost the same as a 3 or 5 times increase. It has increased 10,000 times. Fang Fan said sincerely. Yun Yun. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 686. Trickster. Yun Yun bit her lip and stared at Fang Fan. It is not too expensive to say that even after the price has increased by 10,000 times. But the magnitude of 10,000 times is really scary. Fang Fan smiled wryly, this price was not set by him, what does it have to do with him? Very wronged, okay. It's okay if you don't want to. Fang Fan shrugged, he was very talkative. Humph. Who said I don't want to? It's just that I don't have so many divine crystals on me yet. I have already purchased 1 million king level healing cards, I will not buy such cards for the time being. By the way, you said just now that there is a card that can raise the level of a high level king level powerhouse. How many divine crystals does that card have? Lingyun looked at Fang Fan with excitement, if there really is such a card that can improve combat power, it is more valuable than this kind of healing card. After all, the premise of using the healing card is that you are still alive. And in the vast majority of cases, small life was reimbursed early. It's too late to use this healing card. That's the high-level King Realm Potential Explosion card. This is not part of the daily series of cards and cannot be purchased directly. Fang Fan spreads his hands, if he can buy it directly, he still wants to buy a batch. Oh, that's a pity. A look of regret appeared on Yun Yun's face. But, it's not necessarily impossible to get this kind of card. Fang Fan sold out, a faint smile appeared on the corner of his mouth. What do you mean by that? As long as there are cards that improve combat power, no matter how many divine crystals are available. Yun took a breath and said with a grandeur. You choose to buy a series of cards from the draw, but there is a certain chance of getting this kind of card. As for how big the chance is, that's out of my control. It's possible that you succeeded the first time. It's also possible that you bought 10,000 cards from the draw series, and they're worthless. Fang Fan said indifferently, clarifying all the doorways here. Draw a series of cards. I want to buy. And this magical card. How many treasures do you have here? You are such a strange fellow. I wonder if you are the so-called son of God. These cards you sell, I have never seen before. Yun pursed her lips and looked at Fang Fan curiously. What son of God? I am God. Fang Fan shrugged and said, he was still very confident when he said this. After all, he doesn't lack anything for Godhead, godly fire, and the priesthood. Even though it's all virtual. The series of cards drawn are mainly divided into 6 levels: black iron, bronze, silver, gold, platinum and diamond. The lowest level black iron quality card is 10,000 low-grade magic crystals. One of the highest level diamond quality cards at present is a 10,000 low-grade divine crystal. Fang Fan introduced it carefully. As for which one you want to choose, it depends on your own choice. Fang Fan shrugged, he could only use it as a reference. He suddenly felt that it would be very beneficial for the dog system to increase the price of all cards by 10,000 times. At least it doesn't seem that difficult for him to collect 50 million in sales. Each level of cards, is there any difference? I just want that kind of explosive card, which one should I choose? Yun pursed her lips, looking at the cards in front of her, she suddenly felt a little difficult to choose. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 687. High-level potential burst cards belong to the ranks of high-level cards. I advise you to better buy the highest level diamond card. It's expensive, but the quality is high. The probability of producing high-quality products will be relatively greater. It's just that the price, a little bit more expensive. 10,000 divine crystals. Fang Fan hesitated for a moment. Originally, this kind of diamond card only required 10,000 high-quality magic crystals, that is, a low-quality crystal, but now it is different. After the price has been increased 10,000 times, it has become a 10,000 low-quality crystal. The price doesn't matter. As long as you can drive out the baby. Yun waved her hand, showing the local tyrant temperament. Give me 100 first. Yun delivered 1 million divine crystals. Millions of divine crystals, almost equal to most of her net worth. The assets of the 9th rank Power Yun clan are naturally far more than this number, but after all, she is only the daughter of the 9th rank Power Cloud clan chief, not the Cloud clan chief. This diamond card, how do you use it? Yun looked at it with a surprised look on her face, and her face was stunned. Just use it with a secret thought. Ding. King level blank card. Ding. King level blank card. Ding. The first 90 cards are all king level blank cards. This wave of the dog system, it's really vicious. After this wave, doesn't it stink the reputation of labor and capital? This king level blank card, what does it mean? It looks strange. Yun blinked and looked at Fang Fan, she really didn't understand anything. This requires Fang Fan's professional interpretation. Actually, it's a chance card. The more blank cards you draw, the higher the chance of getting treasures next. Fang Fan said it seriously, and now he can only say so. Gritty. Okay. There are 10 diamond cards waiting for me to open. Ding. 8-star King level Legion card. Ding. Low-level King's Realm potential burst card. Ding. Invisibility card. Ding. King level food card. Sure. King level healing card. Still the familiar style, the familiar dog system. From beginning to end, it has never changed. Fang Fan pouted to himself, there's basically nothing in front, but there's a sudden surge of excitement at the back. Wow, these cards seem to be quite special. This 8-star King level Legion card, what does it mean? Yun picked up a card, Fang Fan's eyes suddenly turned green. This luck is so good that it explodes. After use, you will get an 8-star King level Legion. All combat units in the Legion are 8-star King level, generally, the number of a Legion is about 10. Fang Fan said rather lazily. This luck, just not too good. Fang Fan seems to have discovered a pattern. It seems that as long as a beautiful woman buys this kind of drawing series of cards, there are usually unexpectedly rare cards. For example, Kalen used a diamond card to draw the divine artifact Shushan Pavilion before. And now, history seems to be repeating itself. 8-star King level Legion? How is that possible? 10 more, this, can be comparable to the combat power of the general 9-star King Real King. Yun sucked in a breath of cold air, and the light in her eyes flickered. Don't look at her as an 8-star King, but it doesn't mean that the 8-star King is a bad street in the world. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 688. On the contrary, not only there are no bad streets, but the number is extremely minimal. The road to cultivation is inherently difficult. It requires both resources and talent, both of which are indispensable. To put it bluntly, the bitter tears in it can only be understood if you have experienced it deeply. Ordinary 5-star King level soldiers are considered ace soldiers, and in the ordinary army, they can be commanders of thousands. As for the 8-star King realm, it is common to command hundreds of thousands of troops. No wonder Yun was so surprised. One card is equivalent to the combat power of 10 8-star kings. Is this possible? More importantly, she just spent 1,000,000 divine crystals to buy. You're not lying to me, are you? Yun's beautiful eyes scanned Fang Fan's body. Yes or not, don't you know if you try it yourself? Fang Fan waved his hand, at this moment he just wanted to vent some jealousy. It is good. Use the 8-star King level Legion card. Ding. The 8-star King level Suzaku Knight Legion has been summoned. Swoosh swish. In the sky, 12 soaring Suzaku suddenly appeared, and above each Suzaku, there was a female knight in fiery red armor. Suzaku Knight Legion. Meet the Lord. The 12 Suzaku Knights saluted Yun at the same time. The shock in Yun's beautiful eyes is hard to hide. If I fight with them alone, I have no certainty of winning. These are the top 8-star King realm combat power. It's only one step away from the 9-star King level True King realm. The 12 Suzaku Knights are united. I am afraid that even the 9-star King level True King can only retreat. Yun is frantically judging by the side. She has a feeling somewhere that she controls the life and death of these Suzaku Knights. It seems that in a single thought, they can all be destroyed. This feeling is especially strong. Yun's beautiful eyes focused on Fang Fan again, all of this, all brought by this young man in front of him. What kind of power does he possess? To be able to summon such a powerful Suzaku Knight with a small card. And why did he sell it to himself at such a low price? Yun fell into contemplation. He always felt that it was not easy here. Still feel that this is what Fang Fan did on purpose? To please him? Could this seemingly indifferent man express his love in another way? Yun couldn't help blushing a little, and countless other thoughts suddenly ignited in her heart. This carefree female commander, her face suddenly flushed inadvertently, and she glanced at Fang Fan inadvertently. All of this happened unexpectedly. 12 powerful Suzaku Knights suddenly appeared in the camp of the Bright Camp, which naturally attracted crowds to watch. After all, the species of Suzaku is indeed quite rare. What a strong flame power! Hey, the Suzaku mythical beast is so terrifying. There is still a figure above the vermilion bird, actually tamed the mighty vermilion bird. Whose army is this? Is it too dazzling? Suzaku and the knights are all in the 8-star king realm, a total of 12 Suzaku and 12 Suzaku knights. This force is enough to compete with 2 true kings. Hey! It's really not easy to have 2 more real king level battle strengths on a battlefield of our level. Speaking of, who is this under his command? Do you know? You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 689. Everyone's eyes came together, wanting to see this lively scene. Yun rose into the sky and stood side by side with these Suzaku knights. There was excitement in his eyes. Everything in front of me is real, not an illusion. This amazing man, everything that happened to him seems so unimaginable. Yun took a deep breath and clenched her hands unnaturally. She suddenly remembered what this guy said before: she doesn't look down on the 9th rank Power Yun clan. At that time, she felt that Fang Fan was just bragging, but seeing this, Yun instantly understood everything. He has all the capital to say these words. Even for the Yun clan of the 9th grade power, 12 Suzaku of the 8-star king realm and 12 Suzaku knights of the 8-star king realm are rare. After all, this combination is equivalent to the combat power of 2 true kings. And in the entire Yun clan, how many true kings are there? To put it more clearly, when Yun owns this 8-star king level Suzaku Knight Legion, she can completely take away the power of the Yun clan. And then take charge of the Cloud clan. It's Yun, the princess of the Yun clan. Hey, it's really her. As expected of a heroine. It's amazing. Hey, Princess Yun of the Yun clan has been playing quite a lot recently. Wasn't it rumored that she was tainted by a teenager? That's not a rumor. No. She's wearing something weird. Hey, this dress, it's the same man's dress from before. I haven't taken it off yet, it's a real hammer. What's the matter? I heard someone say that Princess Yun had an alien boy. I didn't believe it, but I didn't expect, it's all true. Oh, this is probably true love. That boy is still watching Princess Yun from below. Hey. That kid, he nang. Why did Princess Yun take a fancy to him? Unhappy? How unhappy? Why don't I have such good luck? Everyone, do you know how these powerful Suzaku knights came from? Everyone, do you want to have these powerful Suzaku knights? Everyone, tell me. Do you want to? Yun, who was in the sky, suddenly let go of her throat and roared loudly. Everyone's attention was attracted. Think. Why don't you want to? What does Princess Yun mean? Is it possible that you want to give me these Suzaku knights? Yes, does Princess Yun want to sell them as war slaves? Princess Yun, make it clearer. Everyone suddenly asked in amazement. What Yun said was too ambiguous. No. The Suzaku knights are mine, I can't abandon them. But you can go to the card shop there and buy the cards you want. Then you have a chance to get a legion as powerful as the Suzaku Knight Legion. The card shop there not only has this kind of magical legion card. There is also a king level healing card that can directly restore the dying seriously wounded to the original. All in all, everything. Yun's gaze couldn't help but glance at the bottom of Fanfan's position. It turned out that this woman was to advertise for him. Fan shrugged, nodded secretly, and accepted her favor. How could there be such a magical card, That's it, Princess Yun Yun, please stop joking. Hey. This is too false. Well, but it's okay to go and see, just take a look. The existence of Princess Yun Yun at this level will never deceive us, right? Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 690. The flow of people is up in an instant. When someone steps in here, it means more than half of the success. Because Fang Fan will soon turn him into the store's most loyal user. Is this king level healing card really as good as the introduction? How is that possible? The same level of healing holy medicine is often worth thousands of divine crystals, and the price here is only 5 divine crystals, which is too perfunctory. I think it must be fake. And this kind of serum card, it can remove all kinds of toxins from the body. Blood poison? Spirit poison? Soul poison can be removed. If this effect is true, it will be against the sky. Awakening card? Awakening the power of the ancestral spirit. Awakening the bloodline of the ancestors. Hiss, let me try it out. My arm has grown too. This king level healing card is also very useful. And it's so cheap. Give me 10, no. Give me 100. Well, after using this king level serum card, my body has reached the purity level of a pure body. Hiss, this is unbelievable. My God, is this true? I feel right, these are all true. Oh my God. Miracle. This is the real miracle. Those damn soul poisons before made me so sick. I didn't think they were all gone now. Huh, my cultivation base has broken through. The 7-star king realm, I have finally reached it. Good wine is not afraid of deep alleys, this truth has always been the case. Fang Fan raised the corner of his mouth slightly and nodded secretly. The current situation makes him very satisfied. The number of cards sold has also increased wildly. Among them, the king level healing card and the king level serum card are the most popular. Come here 10,000 king level serum cards. Sincerely 50,000 divine crystals. Come to 100,000 king level healing cards. Sincerely 500,000 divine crystals. Come here 100 cards of this diamond quality. Shenhui million divine crystal. Originally, Fang Fan thought it would be difficult to achieve 50 million in sales, an astronomical figure. But now, all of a sudden, I feel, but this is the case. Indifferent, casual, and fearless. Seeing that the number of 50 million was getting closer and closer, Fang Fan's heart was beating wildly. Saying that once you're not excited, that's definitely a lie. After all, it matters a lot. 41 million. 43 million. 47 million. 49 million. 50 million. Achieved. Ding. Congratulations to the host for completing the mission, the first pot of gold in the battlefield of 10,000 races. Ding. Get the reward, the host will automatically be promoted to 3 levels. The supply card will be added to the daily series of cards. King level supply card, supply the heavens, all things, and all races of the king level and below. Promoted directly from the 3-star king realm to the 6-star king realm. Fang Fan secretly took a breath and felt refreshed. I haven't felt this way in a long time. Lord. Garen and the other 5 heroes approached, with a look of surprise in their eyes. Their combat power has all been unlocked to the 9-star king realm. For the first time, the palace of the emperor has possessed the combat power of the true king realm. Today's human emperor's palace has the appearance of a little 9th rank power. Like before, there is no real king realm powerhouse, and it is still somewhat unstable.